Good morning. I'm just here to do a little quick video about what counselling actually is, just to try and explain it a little bit because it's a question I get asked quite a lot, what to expect from counselling. Well, firstly, the most important thing for me is the relationship, because if you are not comfortable with your counsellor, you're not going to open up and you're not going to get the benefit of counselling. So it's really, really important to consider the relationship between you and your counsellor. And the counsellor will not be offended, or should not be offended, if you were to say you weren't comfortable about opening up. So, most important thing, the relationship. So if you've got that relationship there, you're going to do great work together. Great work. So it's really important. Give it 2 or 3 sessions, and if you're not feeling it, find a different counsellor. Because we all work differently. We're all unique. Everybody's unique. Same for counsellors. You get good counsellors and you get not so good counsellors too. So consider 2 or 3 sessions. If you're not feeling it with your counsellor, and this might be like a personality clash, or you're just not feeling it, then find another counsellor that you are comfortable with. And I'm sure you'll do great work, because counselling is a great process. Another thing I should mention, which is really important, is confidentiality. Basically, whatever you say in the counselling room stays in that counselling room. There are limitations which the counsellor will discuss with you, but basically the rule of thumb, unless it's an emergency, then it stays in that room. Or if you were to say you're going to kill yourself or kill somebody else, stuff like that. But again, the counsellor will go into more detail with you, but you can trust. Basically, confidentiality, what you say is safe and it stays in that room unless it's an emergency. Another thing about counselling is I'm not going to judge you. Who am I to judge anybody for a start? So it's a non-judgmental, you can take anything there. You will not be judged. Everybody has different journeys, so who am I or who's anybody else to kind of judge your journey? Non-judgmental, it's safe. It's safe to discuss whatever is there for you in that moment. And I know a lot of people come into counselling, fear of being judged, and the stuff they come with, they leave. They don't discuss it until a counsellor picks it up and delves deep and eventually comes out. So, non-judgmental counsellors, non-judgmental. Another thing is, I think, called congruence. Being totally honest with you, so maybe other people, family members or friends, are kind of scared to say things to you that they notice about you. They don't have to like walk on eggshells and don't want to upset you. The same for a counsellor. No counsellor wants to upset you, but they will be honest with you and congruent and say what's there if it's appropriate. And basically, that's counselling in a nutshell. And like I say, every counsellor is individual and they work in different ways. How I work is a thing called person-centred. My approach is primarily person-centred, but I do work in different ways too. I'm not kind of totally person-centred in my approach. It depends on what the person I feel needs in that session. For instance, I might use some guided imagery or some hypnosis, whatever that person needs, but primarily I'm person-centred in my approach, which basically means I believe you have all the answers inside, and I'll help you get there. Hope that helps to kind of demystify and clear counselling up a little bit for you. And maybe I'll see you soon to get you to a really, really good place. Thank you for listening.